Maximus Cummings, and today I will be doing a presentation on the topic of global warming. Now, as humans, do we need to limit our global warming? My answer is yes, as it can lead to a plethora of issues. It can lead to the rapid environment destruction through the heating of the Earth's surface. It can cause suffering for both humans and animals as extreme weather becomes more common. And it can lead to the depletion of natural resources such as animals, trees, and plants. But before we move on, it is important to understand what global warming is. Global warming is the increase in the Earth's surface temperature as more and more greenhouse gases are trapped and the warmer it gets. These gases are trapped in the atmosphere by fossil fuels releasing carbon dioxide. And in between 1906 and 2005, the Earth's surface temperature increased 1.6 degrees Fahrenheit. This is already a natural process for the Earth. As energy travels from the surface into the atmosphere, it is captured by water vapor, carbon dioxide, and methane. Trees use carbon dioxide and produce oxygen, keeping the atmosphere in balance. This process is beneficial as it keeps our planet warm and hospitable. But recently, there has been a major influence on this process. The human influence on the greenhouse gas process has been significant, as it is believed that since 1750, carbon dioxide levels have increased 38% as of 2009. As more fossil fuels are burned, the atmosphere becomes filled with more greenhouse gases, capturing more heat than needed. As trees are cut down, the less carbon dioxide is absorbed. Natural disasters such as floods, forest fires, heat waves, and hurricanes have become increasingly more common. According to the NRDC, a warmer climate creates an atmosphere that can collect, retain, and unleash more water, changing weather patterns in such a way that wet areas become wetter and dry areas become drier. Rapid changes in the environment have caused animal populations to suffer. All animals rely on their environment to survive, but global warming leads to rapid change in the environment, and when these animals cannot adapt fast enough, their population suffers. We as humans rely on animals for food, so when their numbers go down, it can affect us. Despite evidence, there have been arguments undermining the severity of climate change. Some have argued that there isn't enough evidence to prove that humans have influence on climate change, as our fossil fuel burning is not significant enough. Another point is that global warming is a minor issue compared to social issues such as poverty and crime. Finally, global warming is a natural phenomenon and the Earth is heating naturally, so we have nothing to do with it. Despite these arguments, the mountains of evidence for global warming proves that these points to be far-fetched. To reinforce the evidence on global warming, let's look at the numbers. The numbers show that global warming should be controlled, as researchers have found evidence using ice cores. Ice in certain parts of the world is really old, since ice is built up on layers. If you dig deep enough, you can research ice with trapped air bubbles in it. This method has set a solid baseline of evidence spanning 800,000 years. And since 1950, carbon dioxide levels have been their highest in over a millennia. Been a lot of political influence lately in the world of climate change, as global warming has become a heated debate between politicians, as different political parties argue how important the issue really is. Global warming policies have become part of many political campaigns, and protests have caused global warming to come into the spotlight, as a majority of the public now expects action against climate change. But we as a society are making steps in the right direction, as markets such as wind energy, solar energy, battery technologies have taken off in recent years. Large companies are taking on climate change by bringing attention to the issue and using carbon zero methods. The Paris Agreement shows that many countries around the world are committed to fighting global warming. In conclusion, to answer the question of should we limit global warming, the answer is yes. Global warming can cause rapid environment change, cause animal populations to suffer, cause health problems for humanity, and put a severe strain on natural resources. My presentation on the issue of global warming, and my name is Maximus Cummings, and thank you.